Stay out of my head!
What you are.
What now?
I will have
Monster.
your head, Harvey.
I'll make you pay.
Moving. Take you.
Behold the dance of death.
I will ascend.
Villain! But
Are they gone? No. Yes. I mean, I don't know. That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
that scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble. And worse. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ugh, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat. There was that magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
What's inside? take that. I'll fill that one later.
Enough waiting. I crave blood. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
I can do better. I must.
What's on your mind?
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch. His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Yes?
Let's get going.
said I should thank you properly for the harpies. So I wrote you a story. It's about you. I hope you like it.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done.
And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you?
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite.
I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed.
And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
Sure, when we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark, but they're vicious. Anything else? Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime. Own that town.
No, everyone's got to jump. Worse than
Practically grow on trees. Be patient. We'll...
No questions? If we left, all right, at least make a run for it. No questions? All right.
Need anything else? Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Silver. So, you know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
That boar shows no signs it was killed by wolves or hunters. And yet there's terror etched into its dead eyes.
Who cares about some pig? It's dead. Let's go.
was the time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
People up ahead. Something's wrong. You're a true soul. You can't die. Please.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
I'm so sorry. It's our brother, True Soul Edwin. He's injured, and I wasn't thinking.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated. The injured man locks eyes with you. The parasite writhes in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. Mind the true soul. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now.
A true soul. Thank the Absolute. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen, like you.
Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule.
That fellow had a tadpole in his head, and they consider him blessed? Chosen? What madness is this?
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
What?
What are you doing? Your sword, brother! Now! I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
We were looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. But instead of them, Edwin found an oil bear. An angry one. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost. You! Brenna! Kill her!
with finesse.
Can't even catch my breath. I'll strike you down.
Victory awaits. I will not know failure.
Need to act fast.
A rough tempest I will raise. Certainly. On the victor's path, fleet of foot.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
A little caution may be advised. The power may prove valuable, or it might not. We simply don't know.
My point exactly. I'm so glad you agree.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Most corpses feel like toys before you, to be played with and discarded when you tire. This body seems different. A friend calls out from the corpse, desperate to be freed. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
So, Gith, aren't you worried?
My name is Lae'zel Choki. And my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby. That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
A shrine to Seluna. Quinn.
Feel that? Magic. A spell sealed that chest tight.
What's that? Just an old prayer. Chest unlocked. My prayers are answered.
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible. This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow. Should have stayed quiet. You want the truth? Fine. I worship Shah, Mistress of the Night, Seluna's twin and foe. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
A Shah worshipper. Not my usual quarry, nor my usual ally.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner. Don't thank me. I'm breaking Lady Shah's teachings just by doing so. But sometimes you have to be practical. Seeming like coming of age rites. Barbaric nonsense. Something the matter? The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor. I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Fine. Just keep out of matters that don't concern you. Then reconsider, if you're sure you can survive without me. I said not for discussion. I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her? Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell. What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. There's certain things I can't remember right now. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. All who worship her know this. I have had certain memories suppressed, voluntarily, so that I can serve Shah without compromising her. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Well met.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. Not him, no. A gang of thugs attacked me, angry about a ruling that I'd handed down as magistrate. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be. He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse. Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there, and they might not be the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all? I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador. I'm glad to hear it. Whatever's coming, we need to keep our options open.
Speak.
Well met.
Shah's blessings upon you.
How can I help?
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat. It's a splinter. I've gutted bigger threats than you with worse. I'll tear you in half before you touch a feather on his head.
A better position.
Well, so much for peace. Here we go again.
Swift and lethal.
Make way.
I'm ready.
This is my time. A bright idea.
No gloom, all doom. Don't get too close.
cub looks from you to his dead mother.
Wake. Hungry.
A single strike will end his suffering.
Hungry. Food.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
My energy wanes. Time to rest.
That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end. If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you?
Yes.
Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your scent.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge himself on his dead mother.
An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
I'm so glad I found... Wait, it's me! It's Althera, from the Grove. Oh. We met in the Grove? I heard what you did. How much you helped us. You've... well, inspired me. I want to stand on my own 2 feet. To prove that I can be half the bard my teacher was. I want to join you. To fight by your side. I want to help people. As you've helped me. True. But I'm a bard, remember? I want to do more than sing about other people's adventures. I want to make my own stories. And I can't think of anyone else I'd rather share that with. Really? Oh, this is wonderful. I won't let you down. I promise. I can't wait to hit the road. Where will we go? Neverwinter? Oh, can we go to Waterdeep? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take it one note at a time, as my teacher would say. I don't mean this in a bad... Are you the real Blade of Frontiers?
That's what they call me.
I've heard so many songs about you. Endless Blade might be my favorite.
Ah, is that the one with the, bawdy lyrics?
There's a bawdy one?
There is. Oh, I'm not about to sing it for